Hello and welcome to day 17 of our 30-day yoga journey inwards. Today we connect to our intuition. We are going to move in a way that feels good for you. We are going to let our body become our inner teacher. So let's get started. We're going to begin at the back of our mats in a seated position on our knees, and we're just going to walk our knees as wide as the mat and sink down into extended child's pose. Now as we're here, just notice how the body feels. Where do you feel needs a little movement in the body today? Just tuning in and becoming aware around the body. And then just notice if your body feels like moving here, and if it does, begin to allow that movement to happen. Maybe it's as simple as taking the head and just allowing it to drop from side to side, giving the forehead a massage. Maybe it's allowing those shoulders and the body to get a little bit more into it. Wherever that movement feels like it needs to be, allow it to happen. And then from here, we're going to begin to lift the hips up off the heels, bringing the knees in line with the hips. And we're going to gently move forward and allow the pelvis to drop down to the mat. Open up through the chest in Cobra. Exhale, begin to lift the hips. Send them back towards the heels in child's pose. And then inhale, rolling forward and through. Opening up. Now allow the body to tell you where it needs to go as we move through this here. Maybe it's getting some movement into those shoulders. Maybe it's moving those hips a little. Close your eyes and just allow the body to be your guide here. Where does the body want to move? We still have the idea of the poses and where we want to go, but just allow the body to be the guide in how you get there and in what happens when you do. Allowing your intuition to guide you here. And then sinking back into that child's pose for one final time before lifting up, tucking the toes and pushing back into your down dog. So adjust your position in down dog to come to a place that feels good for you and play with a little today. Maybe you stay in your traditional kind of downward dog shape. Maybe you walk the legs a little wider and the hands a little wider. Playing with the shape a little bit. Find what feels good for you. Allow the body to really guide you here. Then rolling forward into plank pose. Bend the knees, lift the hips, come through your down dog. Roll the body forward, come through plank. We're thinking kind of like cat-cow here. So coming through your down dog and then rounding through the spine like you're coming through a cat pose to come into that plank. Bending the knees, opening the chest, lifting the hips. Back to down dog. Close your eyes here again. Allow the body to guide you as you move. Two more times. Allow your intuition to tell you the speed you should be moving at here. And then coming to land in your down dog. And then bending the knees, looking between the hands and stepping forward. Find your half lift, long through the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Ground down into the feet, reaching those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now find a place that feels good for you here. Grounding down into the feet. And we're going to simply lift the arms up overhead on an inhale, and then do whatever feels good for you. Maybe it's moving from side to side, taking a nice full body stretch. Maybe it's bending at the elbows and opening through the chest. Playing with it. Moving here. What feels good for you? Then lifting the arms up overhead and exhaling, folding forward over the legs. Forward fold. And again, we're going to play with this forward fold. So you might take your opposite elbows with your hands and rock side to side, or you might take your feet and placing them on the hands, walking the toes in towards the wrists. Breathing here. Finding what feels good for you in this forward fold. And releasing the hands. Come through your half lift, long through the spine. And exhale over the legs. Ground down into the feet. Reaching the arms up overhead. And exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, move in a way that feels good for you. What do you need here? Then folding over the legs on an exhale. Forward fold. Find your half lift on an inhale. Then plant the hands and closing your eyes, just allow your feet to step back to where they feel they need to go. Plank pose. Now you might stay in your traditional plank, you might lower your knees. Find what feels good for you. Then taking either knees, chest or chin, chaturanga, but flowing in a way that feels good for you. Lifting up through your cobra, and then everybody meet in down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step it between the hands. Ground down into your left hand and open up to the right side. Exhale, we're going to sweep that right hand under the left arm. Inhale, open up to the right. Exhale, sweep it under the left arm. Inhale and open. Then grounding down into that back foot, we're going to lower that back heel to the mat and open up to Warrior Two. Breathe here in your Warrior Two. Do you need to move anyway? Notice, feel. Turn the palms faced up and lift up, straightening the leg. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Taking that right elbow to the right knee, reaching the left arm overhead. Now either staying here or moving with it. Allow that arm to sweep down and around. Do what feels good for you. Then sweeping that left hand to the mat, coming back, opening up to the right side again, before planting the hand and stepping back. Come through your chaturanga or meet in down dog. What feels good for you here? Listen to your body. Left leg lifts on an inhale. Exhale, step it between the hands. Right hand stays grounded. Open up to the left side of the mat. Exhale, sweep that left arm under the right. Inhale and open. Exhale, sweep it under. Inhale, open. Exhale, sweep. This time, inhale and open up. Grounding down into that back foot. Lifting up for warrior two. Moving however feels good for you here. Do you need a little movement to adjust into this warrior? And then turning the palms face up and straightening through the legs. Reaching the arms overhead. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Circling, taking that left hand to the left elbow to the left knee and circling that right arm round. Listening to your body here. And taking the hand down to the mat, opening back up to that left side of the mat before lowering the hand back to the mat. Step back through your plank pose. And again, if you want to come through your vinyasa, please do so. Otherwise, meet in down dog. Now bending the knees, looking between the hands and stepping forward. Find your half lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Ground down into the feet, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now I'm going to give you a wee challenge. We're going to close our eyes here and allow our bodies to be the guide. You know where you're going, we've just done it all before. So we're going to come back through that wave flow and aiming to keep the eyes closed and allow the body and the intuition to be your guide. So inhale, reaching your arms up overhead, taking any movements that you feel you need here. Before folding over the legs, lift up halfway on an inhale. Plant the hands and step back through your plank. Come through your vinyasa. Meet in downward dog. Lifting the right leg. Exhale, step it between the hands. Ground down into that left hand. Open up to the right side. As you exhale, sweep that right hand under the left. And inhale, open up. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, open. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, open. Opening up to that right side. Grounding that left foot down and then sweeping the arms up and open for your warrior. Now you may find that because you've got your eyes closed, your balance is a little off. That is okay. Allow it to be. Find your balance again. Take your time. And if you need to open your eyes just to find that balance, then do so. Turn the palms face up and then lift the arms overhead as you inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to your warrior. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Right elbow, right knee. Left arm comes overhead. Moving with your breath if you feel like you want to today, or staying in your traditional side angle. And sweeping that left hand to the mat, opening back up to the right side before stepping back through your plank pose. Come through your vinyasa, meeting in your downward dog. Left leg lifts on an inhale, stepping it between the hands on the exhale. Grounding down into the right hand, opening up to the left side of the mat. Exhale, sweep that arm under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep. Opening up to the left side, dropping that back heel, open up into your warrior. And again, if your balance comes, if you fall out of it, open your eyes, find your way into it. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Left elbow, left knee. Right arm overhead. Moving with your breath if you feel like you want to. And dropping that right hand to the mat, opening back up to the left side. Before planting the hand, stepping back through plank. Come through your chaturanga or meet in downward dog. Bending the knees, looking forward, stepping between the hands. Find your half lift. Fold over the legs, ground down through the feet, reaching the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center and opening the eyes. How did that feel? I know my balance was definitely a little off with my eyes closed. Let me know how you got on in the comments. Now grounding down into that left foot, and we're going to begin to lift the right knee. And again, as if you've got your eyes closed, although this time you will have them open, we're just going to step that right foot back without looking. Beautiful. High lunge. Reach those arms overhead. As you exhale, bend into the knees, drop the arms. Inhale, lift, straighten through the leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Bringing the arms down beside you. Bringing the palms in front of the heart. And stepping forward. Grounding down into the right foot. Lifting the left knee. Exhale, stepping back without looking. High lunge. Arms come overhead. Beautiful. On your exhale, and you lower down, drop the arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Dropping the arms, bringing them in front of the heart. And then stepping forward. Now walking the feet as wide as the mat. Again, not looking down, just allowing the feet to walk out. And we're going to sink our hips down and drop down into a Malasana pose. So long through the spine here, open up through the chest, opening through the heart. Breathe in here. And bringing the hands down to the mat, lifting the hips, walking the feet back in, forward folding over the legs. Find your half lift. Exhale over the legs. Plant the hands and step back through your plank. Lower the knees. Come back into your child's pose. So knees together in this child's pose. Hands come alongside the body, dropping the head to the mat. And allow the body to be your guide. What kind of movement do you need here? Before grounding down into the knees, lifting up through sit. We're going to drop to one side of the feet and come through. Bringing the soles of the feet to the mat, hands down behind you slightly. Hands are coming under the shoulders. We're going to ground down into our feet and our hands and lift our body up for reverse tabletop. Now just allow your head to go wherever it feels like it wants to. It can be back, it can be lifted looking forward. Listening to your body here. Opening up through the front of the body. And then bringing the head back up to center and then lowering down. Just taking a rest by bringing the hands and wrapping them around the body. Now you can take that posture again that same way, or this time you can extend the legs long, grounding down into the feet, lifting the hips up off the mat, opening up through the front of the body. Breathing here, lift those hips a little higher. Looking forward, lowering down. Coming through sit, Dandasana pose. Lengthening up tall through the spine. Reaching the arms up overhead. And exhale, fold forward over the legs. Half lift, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, fold over the legs. Lifting up on an inhale and coming to sit. Bringing the soles of the feet together for butterfly pose. Opening through the legs. Now tune in. What does your body want? Does it want to move here? You might flap your wings. Otherwise, maybe it wants a little stillness. Maybe your body wants to fold forward over the legs. This is up to you. What does your body want in this posture? Work it out and go there. Wherever you are, we're going to meet in a lifted posture with our legs wide, bringing the hands under the knees, walking the knees together, bringing the soles of the feet to the mat and lengthening down onto your back. Bringing the right knee into the chest, lengthening the left leg out long, and then extending the right leg up towards the sky and taking the hands anywhere along the leg that feels good for you. So it might be behind your thigh, behind your calf. You might even reach your toes, whatever feels good for you. But lengthening that right leg up long, and then we're just going to take some gentle circles with our feet, one way and then the other. And then see if you can bring that leg in a little closer to the body. Before bending into the knee, taking the left hand to the outside of the right knee, right arm out beside you, and then taking a twist. Bringing that knee back into the chest. Lengthening the right leg out long. Bringing the left knee in towards the chest. Extending the left leg long. Hands coming to wherever feels good for you. And again, just noting that each side may feel a little different, and that's okay. Taking those ankle circles, moving that foot one way and then the other. Maybe moving that leg in a little closer for the final couple of rounds of breath. Before bending at the knee, bringing the right hand to the outside of that left knee. Left hand comes out beside you and taking a twist. And bringing the knee back through center. Bringing both knees into the chest and taking any final movements you feel you need here today. Maybe it's a happy baby, maybe it's just hugging the legs into the chest. Whatever feels good for you. And then when you're ready, bringing the feet to the mat, tilting that tailbone ever so slightly up, lengthening through the legs, allowing the feet to drop open. Shavasana. Allow yourself the space and time to just simply be. Beginning to extend the inhales and the exhales. Taking some gentle movements through the fingers and toes. Wrists and the ankles. Reaching the arms up overhead, taking a full body stretch before bending the knees and rolling to the right side. Pausing for a moment to find some space for gratitude for yourself today, for taking this practice, for tuning in. And then when you're ready, coming up to sit. Bringing the hands together in front of the heart. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you were able to tune into your intuition. Bring the hands to the forehead, reminding us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to the heart center, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to the mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving communications. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. You know what to do. If you liked this class, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, then hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to see when videos drop. You have made it to day 17, intuition. I hope you are able to tune inwards and get to know your intuition a little bit better. Tomorrow for day 18, we meet our sensuality. I'm very excited to come through your essential flow with you, so I will see you tomorrow. Bye.